Hello everybody, this is JJSFREETIME here, and you must be really bored or your life sucks or whatever because you're watching a clock go back 1 hour or fail 1 hour backwards. Now the reason why I'm filming this again, if you've probably seen this before, is because he actually did fail. The battery itself had to be taken out and it was set to go back 1 hour. Now then, when it gets to 2:05, I believe it will go back 1 hour by going forward like that. Now strangely, it can go forward 1 hour, but it can't go backwards 1 hour in the video. So we're going to see if this video today will prove that this does change the clock automatically. Now my theory is that the clock was next to an actual lamp right there before, causing some radio interference. So my best bet is, now I've moved that lamp, it actually will change the clock for me. But the battery has not been changed, I have to say, and hasn't been moved, it hasn't been interfered with at all. But I'm just hoping today that this clock does change itself 1 hour. And if it doesn't, then I'll say it's a failed 2 attempt, and I'm going to have to write to the actual clock company that this belongs to and say, look, mine doesn't fucking go back 1 hour. It goes forward 1 hour, but it doesn't go back 1 hour. It's really annoying really, because, you know, if I was here and I wanted to change my clocks, but this one failed from the second radio clock I've got, then it would really irritate the shit out of me. But this clock is supposed to be automatic, so we'll see if it fails or not. So if you see failed in the title, well, there you go, it's failed. But if it hasn't, and it actually says the right title, then you know fully well this didn't fail this time, and it was a mistake on the clock company, or even better, there's interference, as I said. So as I said, this will happen, you know, at about 2:05 UK time, and then it should wind across and then change to 1 or 1:05 even, or even better, it will be 1:07 because it takes a bit of time to wind around. But yeah, as I said, you know, it failed last time, let's just hope it doesn't this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it here, and we're going to see if this actually changes. So the good news is, this radio clock right here in my kitchen has automatically changed. It's actually 1:03. Okay, we're getting kind of close to the 1:05 mark. Sorry, 2:05, sorry. It's pretty late. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if this actually does spin like a madman, and then we'll see if it actually will change itself. But I highly doubt it will, because it failed the last time, but we can't just judge it by its own cover. I'm really hoping it was just radio interference, or maybe the radio wasn't received in the clock. Let's just hope that was the problem. But yeah, the other one changed alright, and it has been changing alright since I've unboxed it, and not been a problem. There's stuff all over this floor again. So yeah, let's see how this goes, and I'm hoping that near 6 or 7 past it changes, and it'd be irritating if it doesn't, but there we go. So we're getting closer to the clock so you can get some more depth. Actually I better be back a little bit because I don't want to cause any more radio interference. Oh, and if you hear any wind noise, that's because it's a very windy night again. After this video, if it works, I will stop filming this, because there's no more things to show about it. I might do the digital clock, I don't know. Here we are, we're on the 7 minutes past. It's slowing down on the ticking, so I'm guessing it's got some sort of radio coming through. It doesn't look like it's changing. That's annoying. If any clock company is watching, why the F is this doing this? Unless it does it at 10 past. But I doubt it. I don't want to keep yanking the damn battery out just to let it change. I keep it recording for at least 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'm going to give up. Who knows, it might change at 3, but that would be ridiculous. Or maybe 1/2 or maybe 2:45. I don't know. It's just really weird that clocks like this fail miserably. I don't think it can be radio interference, you know, because it seemed to go back an hour, no problem, one night. So why the hell didn't it have a problem? Sorry, why does it have a problem going forward? Is it not, you know, set to work properly? I mean, Microsoft has changed the time. My other radio clock has worked. I'm just kind of put off getting this clock ever again, really. I mean, it's a nice clock and all, but it doesn't change itself for some reason. I mean, what kind of technology doesn't change itself because of radio interference anyway? I thought it's supposed to fix all that. Because with Wi-Fi being on the high. Okay, I'm going to have to end this film now because technically nothing's happening just yet, or at all. Because normally it would change long ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and keep you updated to tell you if it actually did anything. I'll probably record at 2:45 or maybe next morning showing if the time changed. But if it changes, I'll probably keep an eye on it. But it's ridiculous. I mean, come on, it's supposed to be automatic. I'm going to get a digital clock in the future because these analog ones are a really pain in the arse. It's supposed to be automatic. Come on. Maybe does it at 2:15? I wonder. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the footage now. I'll see you in a minute. Well, as you can guess, it failed, and it never did change. In fact, the time before I took the battery out was near 25 to. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to change the battery to a Sony battery because the original one was Tesco. I'm going to see if that's what the problem is. You might, I don't know, it has a reset thing on the back, I don't know. But it's supposed to be automatic, and that's the point of it. There's no winder or anything, so it can't interfere. Irritating. Anyway. New battery. So you will see it go forward again this year. Or back, sorry, 1 hour. But unfortunately, this fucking clock is useless at changing its time, it looks like. Unless the battery's useless, isn't it? It's on properly. Okay. It's going forward. And it's going to change to the right time, hopefully. Again, it can't be radio interference. It says on the website that it's radio interference, but I don't fucking think so. I think something is seriously wrong with the guys that make this clock. You know, the manufacturers actually give you the real time, you know, the radio people. Maybe it doesn't work properly on many clocks, because this one fails to change and it's really irritating. And what was more entertaining, what was really irritating was that when I got it, it had a scratch on it. So that's a royal fail for you or any other company that actually sends your mail really badly for the post. Yeah. So it's taking a bit of a bit off. Didn't notice how dusty this clock got as well. That's really annoying. But yeah, I've changed the battery now. I decided to change the battery because it's a year-old battery and it's, I don't know, it could be the battery that's interfering it. Who knows? I doubt it though, because I don't think batteries can interfere clocks unless the battery's dead or not the right volts. But I put a nice Sony one in there, so hopefully it'll be alright. Also, just to let you know, this is probably a good time to change your smoke alarm batteries because everyone else does. And I might make a tutorial soon on how to do that. At the moment, it's still at the drip cell in there, but I'm going to change it. So it's going to actually, what it's going to do is it's going to go to 12 o'clock, see if there's a radio ready for the clock to work, and then it will change it. That's really irritated me that it didn't work this year. I was expecting, I don't know, maybe it needed a reset or something, but it didn't do it. Tell you what though, if I get another clock like this and it still plays up, I wouldn't get another one of these. But I'm not going to do that anyway. And it's a good battery as well, the Tesco one, and so was this one, so if it doesn't change next year, we're fucked. So you might have to wait another year for this to bloody change again. And fail miserably on the third attempt, and after that I'm just giving up by this fucking thing. And it probably will do itself when I'm not even there. But yeah, it feels like yesterday I did all this shit, so, you know. But right now what it's doing is it's trying to get a signal, and then it's got to change the clock time to get that signal radically. Radio interference is my arse. If it can change the time now, then it shouldn't have a problem. It's near the same area. Especially when I change the battery. Radio clocks are pretty new technology, but let's face facts here. There is a bit of a problem with them, and they are good, but I just want the future to be much better with these clocks, because, well, we're all lazy, aren't we? We don't want to change clock times. Why should we? Sorry, as you can guess, I'm trying to pass time. Going to that clock up there, it's 1:40 something, so I had to wait a very long time for this to change, and it didn't do anything. So, you know, it got me a bit pissed. They said also that the battery could be flat, but I doubt it because it changed the clock back. That's what I don't get. What they should do is display a little light saying low battery or something, instead of, you know, failing miserably. They expect you to know what's going on. Anyway, let's go forward a bit so we can see what it's doing. A nice close up. And the time will be near 1:45. Right, I think I'm going to bed now. Cheers!